Hey everyone, it's Gerda here from Private Practice Success. I hope you've been having a fantastic day. It is Thursday, of course, and today is day number 13. Can you believe it? Of my 90-day vlog challenge. So today I want to talk about partnership arrangements in private practice. And the reason why I thought I would have this brief discussion with you guys about it is that over the last probably 3 to 4 weeks, I have now spoken to 5 practice owners whom were in a partnership arrangement, i.e. they were business partners with another psychologist at their practice, and all 5 of these partnerships did not work out, and some of them lasted 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months. Okay, and it was really interesting for me to hear from them, and each one of them, the partnership arrangement didn't work out for various reasons, which again is interesting. And people have often asked me at my workshops, Gerda, do you recommend me going into a partnership as part of running the practice? And I often ask people why they want to do that, and one of the big things people mention is that they don't want to be isolated, and you know, they want to spread the risk for if something goes wrong, which I totally understand. I think it would be really nice to have someone to bounce ideas off, and you know, somebody that can share the risk and of course also share the rewards of being together in private practice. And I've always said, you know, you need to decide whether it's right for you. Personally, I have never been in a partnership. I've only once considered going into a partnership, and I'm talking about many years ago. I had a senior psychologist at my practice, and that was like early days in my practice, that actually approached me and asked whether she could, you know, buy into the practice, be a partner in it, and I did consider it for a bit, but after a couple of discussions, I just realized that it's not for me. So I have never done it, and the reason why I have never done it is very plain and simple, and it's because I know myself, and I would just hate anybody telling me what I can and can't spend my money on. That's what it comes down to. You know, I don't want to have to report to someone else how I spend the practice money. I'm very conservative when it comes to spending money, but when I decide that I want to spend money on something, I will, and nobody will tell me that I can't. It's like in my marriage, I will spend my money on anything that I choose to do. I don't ask my husband if I can spend money or not. And by the way, he doesn't have to ask me if he can spend money or not. And I guess that's just how we run our personal finances, you know, from the day, hi Fern, I see you joined. Good to see you live on here. So the day when we got married, which was probably now, 17 years ago, you know, we are one of those couples that have the same bank account. All our money goes into the same account, and it's not about my and your money. It's not about I pay these bills, you pay those bills. When we got married, it was like, you know, your commitments are my commitments, your debt is my debt, your rewards are my rewards, and that might be a cultural thing in terms of how we grew up and our perspectives on marriage. But that being said, we don't stop one another from spending money, and we trust that the other person will only spend money on things that is really needed. And I guess I would need that freedom in a partnership, a business relationship, and it would be really hard to have that in a partnership when it comes to money. You know, you can get the shits with your husband and your wife, and you can have a tantrum with them and they still have to love you, but it's really hard to do that in a business relationship. They don't have to take your drama and your tantrums and you need to behave. So it's way more challenging. And I'm one, as a business owner, I like to invest in myself. I like to invest back in my practice. I like to have the practice paid. I want to buy it, and I don't want to have to ask someone else what I can and can't. It's nice there in Sydney where you are at. So I guess knowing myself and knowing that a business partnership is very much like a marriage, and although my marriage and the money side of things work really well, I know that I personally won't do well in a business partnership. Doesn't mean that you won't do well in it. So you really need to think about what your reasons are for wanting to engage in a partnership, a business partnership, and then you need to be really clear about who that person is that you're going to go in with. It's really great if you've got a pre-existing relationship with that person. Hopefully you've been through some ups and downs with them over the years. Hopefully you've been through some conflict and you've learned how to manage and work through conflict with this person, because it really is like a marriage when you're going into a business partnership. That being said, my clinical supervisor has been in a business partnership with another psychologist for many, many years, and they're doing a fabulous job of it. So you can do it successfully. You need to just be going into it for the right reasons and go into it with the right person. Now, believe it or not, it is actually starting to rain where I'm sitting out here. So that's what I wanted to say about partnerships, arrangements. The psychologists that I've been speaking to over the last couple of weeks, whose partnerships has basically fallen apart, it's been really, really hard for them. There's a lot of disappointment, and that's the primary emotion, I would say. So it is really difficult on everybody involved, but it doesn't mean it can't be successful. So that's where I'm going to leave it for today. If you found this of help, please like, please share. If you've got any other questions or comments on it, please leave that below. I'm also happy for you to share this video with other people that you think can find it helpful. So before we finish off, I also wanted to let you know that I am launching a very exciting short course that I actually launched today to some of my past workshop graduates. So if you are somebody that's been to my How to Start a Private Practice, my Private Practice Success workshop, you would have received an email in your inbox regarding my 5 days to marketing magic short course. So this is Biscuit, come here. So this is a 5 days to marketing magic short course. It is online, so as soon as you enroll, you will get your first video in your inbox, and you'll get another video for the next 5 days, and there's a bonus 6 video that you also get, and it's all about addressing your marketing fears so that you can actually start taking action around doing the marketing for your practice. So what I might do is I'll also pop the link for that in to the comment section here. So if that is of interest for you, if you know that you need to address some fears around marketing so that you can stop worrying about filling your diary and know that you can have a consistent stream of clients coming into your practice, then this is really the first step that you need to take and getting that done. Just see a comment from Fern. Fern says, good topic, Gerda. Thank you, Fern. I'm glad that was of help. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave it at that for today. Have an amazing evening, and remember guys, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate private practice. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.